Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to clean the carburetor on my pressure washer. Last year it started acting up towards the end of the season, kind of not wanting to stay running all the time, surging, that sort of thing, kind of indicative of a carburetor problem. So I bought a carb kit, and why don't we go ahead and clean it. Let's get to taking apart this carburetor. I have a replacement gasket set here. It is Briggs and Stratton part number 498261. This particular kit is made by Stens, and its number is 527-111. Same thing. So I'm not going to be too careful when I remove this because I have gaskets for all of it. Except for this, this kit does not come with a new needle and seat. So everything else it comes with. All right, 1/2-inch wrench to remove the bowl. There's a little bit of stuff in the bottom of this bowl, enough to warrant a cleaning, I think. It actually smells like varnish. I'm going to start with the jet. These carburetors are pretty simple. Basically, you just want to make sure you spray out the emulsion tube in there and the, I think that's a breather, air breather there. Make sure you get from the top or the intake side as well, those two holes. Generally, this carburetor is pretty simple. I'm going to take out the butterflies and replace the little foam filters up here. I'll show you how to do that. But generally, it's pretty simple. The main thing is to get the jet here. To get that clean, there's a tiny hole down the top. You want to make sure that that is clean and leads to those two holes on the sides of the jet, and that you can see through it, like that. So as long as that's clean and the carburetor is not sticking or anything, you should be good to go. So let me clean this up, and you can watch in fast motion. At this point, it's time to put the bowl back on. This bowl gasket is not completely petrified. It's still got some spring to it, and it's not ripped or cracked or torn anywhere, so I'm inclined to leave it alone and just go with it. It was not leaking before. Hopefully, since it still has spring left, it will not leak now, so we'll try it. On the other hand, this sealing gasket on the outside is pretty petrified. It has hardly any spring left in it, so that one I am going to replace with the one from the kit. At this point, the carb is fully assembled. I can hear that the float is still loose in there, which is good. In the upright position like this, if I hook a fuel line to it, a little piece here, I should be able to blow through it, and it should come out into the bowl. Yep. And if I turn it upside down, the needle should be up against the float seat, or the seat, the rubber seat, and I should not be able to blow through this. And I can't, so I think that it is working correctly. If the float, needle, and seat are not sealing correctly, and you put it back on and put gasoline in it, your float bowl is going to overflow, and you're going to start getting gas leaking out of the intake, out of the air filter. It could leak into the engine and flood it. If the bowl seal is not good, you'll get gasoline leaking out of the bowl. So all of those things are symptoms of a leaking needle and seat. And if that is the case, you can try taking it apart and reassembling it, or you can get a needle and seat kit and replace the needle and seat. I have a new intake gasket from the kit, which I'm going to use since the old one fell apart. The O-ring here is actually in pretty good shape. It's still malleable, it's flexible, you know, it seems to be in fine, so even though the kit came with it, I'm not going to pry this one off and replace it. Seems to be good. First things first, when you put these things back on, you want to do the throttle linkage first. Get that in there. And then it might not be a bad idea to put the fuel line back on, like that. I messed up. The choke, that little ring is supposed to go over that plastic nib. I messed up, so let me correct that and I'll show you the rest. Like it never happened. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. The subscribe button should be there, right down there in the bottom right hand corner. Hit that button and you'll be subscribed to my channel. Thanks.